You join me today on a Sunday, 4:38 p.m, 15.5 degrees. The sun's out. This is what you call peak British summer. And I thought, what's better to do than take my 25-year-old sports car for a good drive? I mean, there's nothing more fun than a bit of turbo noise, a bit of four-wheel driveness in an old Audi TT on a British back road. And rather telling you about the peak power and where the car performs best, I'm just going to take you for a drive, and if you see me smiling, you know the car's a good purchase. Oh, I love this thing. Now, if you're new to the channel, or if you haven't got eyes, you're probably thinking, what am I driving? Well, this is my car. This is my 2000 Audi TT 225 Quattro. Four-wheel drive, loads of power, massive turbo, loads of lag. Which means you go in fourth gear and put your foot down, nothing, okay, okay. And I bought this car for just £1,650. Now, £1,650 is not a lot of money for quite a lot of car. And I'll be honest, after 2 months of owning the thing, it's starting to show some of its true colours. I mean, I knew what I was getting into when I bought the car. It has done 170,000 miles. Now, 170,000 miles is a hell of a lot, especially if you've got a Mazda RX-8, which would be on its 7th engine by now. But in something like this, an old Audi, which has been over-engineered to cars like these can run pretty much forever. If, and it's a big if, you're looking after them. Most people think that cars like these, and German cars in general, are unreliable. All the check engine lights come on. That's because you haven't serviced them, you twat. Cars like old BMWs, especially a diesel, can just run forever and ever. If you take a car like I used to own, a Volkswagen Polo with the infamous 1.9 litre turbo diesel, the PD, those engines are pretty much bulletproof. But if you don't service them and you drive it like a knobhead, obviously the car's going to blow up. I mean, the engines in these, the 1.8 litre 20 valve turbo, along with that PD, are pretty much bulletproof. As long as they're serviced, looked after and not ragged too hard, they can run pretty much forever. And even though this car's 25 years old, she still performs well. Oh, this thing is so much fun. So much fun. You put four-wheel drive and 225 horsepower into a package which is like this. Small, square setup, angry. It's just some of the most fun you can have in a car for this amount of money. I mean, seriously, 1,600 quid. What else are you going to get? A Mazda MX-5? Oh wow, 140 horsepower. I know it's not about horsepower, and I know an MX-5 is probably just as quick as this on a tight little back road, but you don't get noises like these. Oh, I love it. But like I was saying, well, it's a 25-year-old Audi TT. It's done 170,000 miles. Yes, the engine might be bulletproof, but not everything else is. So in my 2 months of ownership already, the car's been in the garage for 2 weeks. First of all, the clutch pedal. Well, I was driving along the road, went into 5th gear, clutch went down, clutch didn't come back up. After about 10 minutes of investigation, popped over the side of the road, I found out that what basically happened to the pedal there had just completely snapped. The little plastic bits that make the spring go up and down had completely disappeared, disintegrated, and become 25-year-old crumbly plastic. And then just 2 weeks ago, the alternator died. The bloody alternator. Now, I was going to do the train versus car race the next day, but the night before that, I was getting my car all prepared, taking it for a drive, testing out the new DJI microphone, and the battery light came on. I thought, oh shit, that's worrying. But I prayed, I kept my fingers crossed and put a new battery in it. New battery kept me going for about, 40 minutes. 40 minutes before it all went kaput. Luckily, I got the car to a garage relatively safely after only breaking down a few times in the middle of a road, and of course not being able to put my hazards on because I had no battery. But another £300 and the car was back to normal, and so far so good. No problems to report. I mean, there's problems to report with the car, but it works. Everything works apart from the air conditioning, which on a day like this, I know it says 15 degrees on my dash, but trust me, I'm a British boy. 15 degrees is it's like Spain in here. But enough of all rambling. Let's give this thing some. 60. Holy shit. This thing is an absolute animal. Now, I never like to do a four-wheel drive launch from this thing, and I'm not going to be doing that today, I'm afraid, because, well, a 25-year-old Houndex system doesn't deserve that sort of pain. I mean, I've watched people blow up their four-wheel drive systems because of hard launches. I'm not about to join that club. Maybe it is just the English in me talking, but there is something, at least to me, that's special about British villages like this. So quaint, so quiet. I'm looking at BMW Z4s, X5s, a Lotus Emira. And of course, I don't actually feel out of place. An Audi TT, especially in a nice colour like this, green with the Quattro Sport wheels, really does belong, because brand new, this car would have cost someone what's equivalent in today's money of around about £50,000. And here I come along with my yobbo attitude and buy it for 1,600 quid and put a massive air filter on it so I can live out my boy racer fantasies. But it's not just the engine in this thing that's impressive, it's the whole package. The gearbox is an absolute gem. Nice, not cheap, but not ridiculous. You can easily use it day to day. I know what gear I'm in without looking. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing to use. The clutch, perfect weighting. In traffic, I admit, maybe a little bit too heavy, but when you're running through the gears, it's lovely. You can heel and toe in this thing absolutely perfectly because the pedals are just, they're incredible. And what for me was the biggest surprise of this thing, because I'd read a lot of reviews before buying my car, and everyone sort of said, oh, they're great, good packages for daily driving, but as a back road blaster, handling isn't anything to especially talk about. I mean, strip back the body and you'll find effectively the basis for a Volkswagen Golf Mark IV, which is known as really one of the worst. Heavy, slow, a bit floppy. But despite that, whatever Audi has done with stiff braces, some fancy work from some German engineers, yeah, they've made this thing handle seriously well. I mean, I'm not a professional driver. I'm okay at best. So I can't go around saying this is better than a Honda NSX on a back road, but I've got nowhere near the limits of this thing. I have no idea how long this car will last if you really throw it into a bend, but I reckon it can go all day, seriously. Obviously, you've got four-wheel drive, so if it's a bit wet, if it's snowing, if you're in a desert, you're probably going to be safe. I mean, I've never really had any twitchy bum moments in it yet. At least not in the dry. Let's not talk about the one time in the wet when I decided, oh, let's turn off traction control and dump the clutch. All I'm going to say is I was up to my neck in excrement. I mean, I'm not taking it anywhere near the red line. I dare do it. With the mileage it's on, it may just go boom. But even just taking up to 3,500 RPM, the turbo starts to get going and it's plenty quick enough. And then this interior, I mean, I love this interior. Admittedly, the tape deck is a bit of a drawback and that will be getting changed soon. But other than the tape deck, the TT Mark I has aged beautifully inside. All these switch gears, all these circles and metal finishes, it makes the thing so nice to be in. The Bose sound system, everything, admittedly, it creaks a bit now, it's an old car, but if you can look past the creaks, if you can look past those creaks, then this thing is a lovely place to be in. And these seats, I mean, they are so easy to get in and out of, you know. What do I do? What plans do I have from this point on? I mean, I'm thinking, get it loaded on these wheels is on cards, slab it, exhaust, proper induction kit, not just my old ram air filter plugged onto it. A bit of tarting up, clean up headlights, and I think this will make the ultimate daily driver. I mean, let's say £3 all in, put a bit of money into it, look after it, and name a better car you can have for that money. I mean, the Mark 1 TT right now is one of the best bargains you can get. And I don't care what you say in the comments, it may be a hairdresser's car, but I love the thing. Anyway, boys and girls, if you have enjoyed the impromptu quick drive on a Sunday video, let me know, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.